What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. Super excited about today's episode. This is one I've been waiting on. I've got my Gamo Swarm Whisper 10X 22 cal. You guys check out my initial review that I did on this several weeks ago if you want to get the whole lowdown on the Swarm Whisper. But I've got it out. I have my turkeys out, so that's not a wild turkey. That's my pet turkey. I've got it out today, and what I want to do is, there's been so many comments that I've received supporting or speaking against different ways of holding a pellet rifle based on the way a pellet rifle recoils. Of course, it operates differently from a centerfire rifle. You know, you've got this piston in it that's, you know, basically jamming back and forth, and of course with a centerfire rifle, you've just got the explosion that pushes back. So, you know, there's a difference in recoil for sure in the way the pellet rifles operate, or at least the way the gas piston pellet rifles operate. So what I want to test out today is, does it matter how I hold my pellet rifle? Or I guess I should say, is there a way I can hold this rifle that will increase the accuracy? So what I'm going to do, I've got it zeroed in, and I did zero it in holding it tight. So I zeroed it on a bench, holding it tight. But I've got my target set up at about 20 yards, and I'm going to test the group side. I've got 4 points on that target. It's kind of like a diamond. I'm going to be aiming at the bottom point of each of those diamonds for each individual group that I do. And of course, the final outcome that I'm interested in is not necessarily point of impact. It's how small is my group? Does holding it a certain way cause the group to be better or worse? So I am going to shoot off sandbags and hold it tightly. On the sandbags, holding it tight, which is how I sighted it in. I am going to free recoil it, probably laying on the ground, prone, not even touch anything other than the trigger, and just free recoil it. I've got my tripod here. I'm going to clamp it down to the tripod, and I'm going to shoot it that way. So that's the 3 options I'm most interested in that I can think of right now. If something else hits my brain, I guess I'll test it. But let's get going. First off, I'm going to try the shooting off the bench with the sandbags, and I will be holding the pellet rifle tightly against me. Top right target, shooting off of the tripod. I'm going to be holding the tripod, not the gun. So the tripod is clamped on the gun, and I'll just be kind of pulling back against myself. So 5 more shots, top right diamond. I'm going to lay prone and do 5 shots, just free recoiling it. I am just going to be pulling back on the trigger, minimal contact with the gun. 5 shots. Shoot the bottom left diamond. No, that's a good group right there. Free recoil. Bottom right, I am gonna hold it again. So I'm on the bench, but I'm repeating the same thing that I did in my first test. Really not 100% certain where that went. I have to watch the video. Oh, I see. Another really good group. Last 5, middle diamond. I'm going to repeat the free recoil again. I'm going to do it off of the bench instead of prime. Okay. So that was really fun and very interesting. You know, I'm sure, as always, which is a wonderful thing, people will have comments and things that differ from these results. And to be fair, I did run it just once. Now, I did do the free recoil twice. And the cool thing about that is, the reason I ran it twice was in the first round of testing, it did the best. It had the best group. So I did the free recoil laying on the ground, and that is a group with an extreme spread of 1 inch. Now, if you excluded, there's 4 shots right there that my pinky cover. If you excluded this furthest shot up here, that actually turns into a 1/2 inch group. So a 1 inch group for the free recoil when I was laying on the ground. Right here is where I repeated the free recoil. That's an extreme spread of 7/8 of an inch. So again, very impressive group right there. And the free recoil, both of those 2 extreme spreads were the best of the 5 that I did. So up here, I held it at first, but I felt like that was a flyer. I felt like that was my fault right there. Got a nice little group right here, and then I've got this one really weird flyer right here. So I repeated it down here. Now this group, if you discount the flyer, this group is 1 1/8 inch. If you count the flyer, it's 2 1/8. So I repeated that one down here. So this is where I held it really tight, and this group is actually exactly what this would have been discounting the flyer. It's 1 1/8 inch. So holding it, I'm going to say both times because I'm positive that one was me right there. Both of those holding the gun tight, holding the stock, holding the back, holding it as tight as I can in the front and the back. 1 1/8 inch group. Still, that's bigger than either of my free recoiling groups. 1 inch on this one and 7/8 of an inch on this one. The tripod was the worst performing. Again, to be fair to it, I only tested it the one time, but I got a 1 7/8 inch group. You can see it's vertically dispersed, which most of these seem to be patterning more vertically. But the tripod group did extend a little more. So, what that tells me is it really seems like free recoil is the way to go. I did have a few people comment and tell me that that's what you should do, and I had a few people comment that's not what you should do. So, to be fair to everybody, it looks like there's not a terrible difference, but it does seem like both of those groups for free recoil did better than all of the other ones that I did. So, it was fun. It was so dang fun. You should do it yourself. This is an easy test that you can do at your house. I use the same ammo each time, and just see what yours does. I think though, for me, I shoot a whole lot of centerfire rifle. You guys check out my channel. I've got a lot of long range shooting videos with centerfire, so I'm very used to free recoiling, having minimal contact with my rifle, and so that's natural to me anyway. And you know what? Maybe that's a variable. Maybe that's why I shot a little bit better today with the free recoil. That's just, I'm used to shooting that way. Either way, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna shoot that way. But you know, you guys repeat your own test, see how it works out for you. It was super fun. Any day you're out shooting is awesome. If you guys are interested in the Gamo Swarm Whisper or the ammo I was shooting, if you like the sandbags or you like my tripod, I'll be sure to put the links to those products in my video description. I appreciate you guys for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe to Hunt, Shoot, Live if you haven't already. We'd love to have you around every week, have you a part of the HSL team. Check out our website, huntshootlive.com. Follow us on social media. We appreciate you guys. Until next time, God bless.